Hi there, welcome in. We're going to use the Divine Masters deck. Connect with the Masters. Rama and Sita, Holy Union at the bottom of the deck. Soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. I like where this is going. Let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine light and love. So it is, and so it will be. All right. What do the Masters have to say today? Thank you for these beautiful messages on our path. Just saw some Kali Ma. I don't know about you, but like sometimes when the energy is a bit, I don't know, all over the place, I find great pleasure in like cleaning out things, getting rid of things, purging things. Like it's a great way to like take the energy and do something very constructive, productive, healing with it. So maybe there's a bit of that playing out for you. This is kind of like the fall and spring season. We tend to kind of like go through and like switch things in and out. Okay, we have Joan of Arc, sacred activist. All right, do not be afraid to stand up for your beliefs, okay? We have Lady Venus, light activation, call to action, power surge, earth mission. We have Mother Mary, miraculous moments, divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. Bottom of the deck is Isis, reclaiming magic. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. Ooh, look at this. Look at this illumination, right? I feel like so much is being illuminated. Okay, we're transcending fear, right? That's part of our evolution as a species, is to transcend the fear matrix, which keeps us stuck, stagnant, controlled, manipulated, feeling like we need to look outside of ourselves when everything we need is within. Right, we have to call our power back. Call to action. Many of you are called to action. You're ready. You're willing. You're standing up for your beliefs. You're not afraid, right? You know you're here for a reason, okay? And it's a mission, okay? And it's grounded in love energy. Lady Venus. All right. We have Hathor, light activation energy. 2 light activations. Acceleration, brilliance, and stand in your light. Okay, you're meant to hold, it's like you're a lighthouse, regardless of the situation, regardless of where you are, you're naturally a guiding light. You're holding the space, you volunteered to be here. Your mission is to stand up for what you believe in. We have Kuan Yin. Right now you're taking enlightened action. You're choosing compassion over fear. You're also moving forward with grace. Okay, we have Gaia, resilient spirit, earth connection, and staying rooted in your trust and your faith. Right? Gaia is going through a spiritual evolution and ascension. Okay? And then we have Hilarion, divine emergence, be seen and let the world know your gifts. Love that. Rama and Sita, okay. Soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. You could resonate with like the Council of Light. We have Thoth, divine magic, the teacher awakens and the student becomes the master. Wow. Bottom of the deck energy, Melchizedek, divine knowledge. Look at this card. Look at all the symbolism behind that. It's so cool. Higher learning, committing to your vision through study. So some of you could be called to study more, okay, where the student becomes the master, or you're meant to study and teach what you learn, okay? Beautiful energy. Let's see if there's any that they want us to kind of like hone in on for a second. Ooh, Michael and Faith. All right, well, I got to read this. If you open straight up to Michael and Faith. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Divine spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. Archangel Michael is one of the best known and most trusted angels across the cosmos. He is the leader of God's protective legion of angels and works tirelessly to guard all those who call on him for protection from the lower vibrational forces and negativity. I'm laughing because because it's kind of like this is the one that wanted to like speak up, and then like all of a sudden Archangel Michael butts in. It's funny. Sorry. Archangel Faith is his twin flame, and her name suggests the powerful feminine archangel helps us move into a deeper state of faith and trust, both in our higher power and in the goddess that runs through humanity itself. Both of these angelic beings can create a powerful force field around you so that you can feel safe to be yourself and maybe reveal some of the tender aspects of yourself and your spiritual talents. For the most part, Michael and Faith are very involved with every light worker that walks the planet. And just by thinking of them, we invoke their protection. Okay? So your message is, the universe needs you, sacred activist. All right? Called to action. Okay? You're here on an earth mission. Okay? You're understanding just how much power you truly hold. Okay? There are divine experiences. Okay? There have been and will be. All right? They need you to trust these. Okay? And have faith, and don't be afraid of being powerful. All right? There's a need to embrace your light and the activation experiences that you're having. There's an acceleration, there's brilliance, and there's this need to stand in your light. All right, choosing compassion and moving forward with grace while taking enlightened action. You are the lotus. Okay, so you could be coming out of the void, okay, and blossoming at this time. Part of what you're here to do is to stay rooted in trust and faith, holding the light as we transcend from fear, okay? Divine emergence, being seen, letting the world know your special gifts as a light worker. You could be coming in contact with someone specific that you're meant to work with. I just picked up Michael and Faith, okay? They are in a holy union. They are twin souls, okay? So this could resonate with you, okay? And it doesn't have to be them specifically, but that archetype, okay, the Christ consciousness, okay, and then I have divine magic, okay. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. It says, and then we have Melchizedek, okay, higher learning, committing to your vision through study. So you're being asked to kind of like engage, okay. The universe needs you. Where you are now is where you are needed most. Consider yourself strategically placed. Even if where you are is less than ideal, know that there is an opportunity there to align with purpose and meaning. If you're experiencing a dark cloud of uncertainty or fear, call in Michael and Faith to light the way. If you have been asking to be shown your life purpose, know that where you are right now and what you're facing will help you be a grade of service. Your life is destined to be aligned to spiritually and higher purpose. And this particular challenge is actually the moment when you break through into a greater understanding of who you are and who you truly are and why you're here in this specific time. So even though you might want to be somewhere else, you're needed to be present in the current moment, okay? There's something that's unfolding for you that is going to help, okay, when it comes to understanding who you truly are and why you're truly here at this specific time, okay? As it relates to like Mother Gaia, okay? Earth. Beautiful. Anything else we're going to be reading? Okay, we want to do Melchizedek. There's that one. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do Thoth and we're going to do Melchizedek. Here. Okay. The big H. I call him the big H. Thoth is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed goddess of writing, divine magic, and the moon. So, acknowledged as a sacred scribe who created writing, he was considered to be the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws, which brought a cataclysmic end to their civilization. So let's put a pin in that, because part of the reason why you're here is to help with liberation, okay? So this doesn't repeat itself, right? What we do know true is that unless we learn the lessons, okay, which is also part of why we're here, is so that we don't repeat history. We need to learn from history. So something's playing out here where we are learning, and it's like the teacher awakens, right? The student becomes the master. So in the Western magical community, Thoth is seen as an all-powerful spiritual guide who can help us understand the energy of magic and the power of our will. He is the mastermind behind the Hermetic texts, and the ancient Greeks knew him as Hermes Trismegistus, and the Romans as Mercury. When you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your life. I love this. Right? When you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world and you are ready to write the story of your life. Woo-wee! That's awesome. I love that. Thank you. Beautiful messages. We're going to just touch base with Melchizedek and then we'll close this reading. Divine knowledge, higher learning, committing to your vision through study. Melchizedek, whose name means king of righteousness. Okay, we do have Joan of Arc, sacred activist, okay? So you might feel very like in the energy of righteousness or standing up for a cause, something's really calling you to kind of like speak your truth and stand up for those or that maybe can't represent themselves. I feel like there's a lot that we're all standing up for at this time, and we're meant to. All right, so Melchizedek is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible and the one who initiated all the heart teachers who came after him. He is mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls, and is also in the Kabbalistic text, the Zohar. Okay, so he is an ancient gatekeeper of the light who is dedicated to helping those who are walking the spiritual path and taking the initiatory steps to align with the light. This message was very much about that, all right? Enlightened action, light activation, more light activation, stand in your light. Like, don't be afraid of being too powerful. Like, so much here is about like this, like emergence here, okay? Beautiful. All right, so he's the leader of the spiritual group called the Order of the Melchizedek. Okay, a divine order of light beings, angels and masters, including Archangel Michael and Jesus, who work in congregation to bring light and energy to the world. These beings are the keepers of Christ's light and Holy Spirit energy. Beautiful. You are being encouraged to dive into spiritual study. Okay, don't skim the surface. Go deeper, for there's important information out there that will support you in taking your path and skills to the next level. There's a good chance that you may want to get out there with what you know, but the universe wants you to study a little bit more before taking a leap into the unknown. When you study, you demonstrate how committed you are to the spiritual path. And when you're committed, the universe will present you with opportunities that will take you further along the path and toward a feeling of fulfillment and purpose. If you're intending to work in a particular field, ask yourself if there's anything you need to read up on or study first. If so, find something. Maybe it springs to mind. Maybe you come across a video, a message, a sign, a symbol, a download, a vision in your dreams. However it comes to you, just ask for it to come to you and take note. This is your next step. Look at this. Come on. We have the divine director. It says, trust the process, create space for divine order to unfold. Okay. And then we have Jesus. So I feel like you have such great colleagues, friends, peers, masters, teachers, like you name it. And, you know, when you serve, the universe serves you. And this is all part of your purpose, okay? It's like you are part of this light and you're meant to be that representative here on earth at this very time. I feel like you're learning, okay? You're trusting the process, and soon you will be able to share and be in that energy of acts of service if you're not currently doing so. I am getting a big call to learn, study, experience. Awesome. Huh. And I love that, like, Archangel Michael and Faith wanted to, like, butt in there when we're about to talk about Metatron. But it's funny, I find that, like, when I'm connecting with them, it's like Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael have this, like, fun, playful, like brotherly kind of, like they nag each other a little bit. It's quite humorous. And so it's funny how I was like directed to read about Archangel Michael and Faith when it was like Archangel Metatron's turn. So they have great personalities. I mean, in the sense of like when you connect with them, there's these like strong things that come through, and a lot of humor. I get a lot of humor, you know, which is fun. Let's see. Yeah, that Hathor energy. Hathor could be really resonating for you. Wow. Cool messages. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys on the next reading. Take care now, and stay open to receive. It sounds like there's a lot of beautiful messages for us. So be open to receive these beautiful messages, and I'll see you on the next one.